What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Triple C here, back here with another video. Before I get started, I'd like to thank my new subscribers. Thank you for coming by, hitting that subscribe button for your boy. I really appreciate it. Today I'm gonna do a dry down episode 6. It's gonna be a real short one. I mean, I could really get technical, but I just don't. It's about the maturation process when it comes to fragrances. If you don't know what maturation is, it's kind of like a process, kind of like wine, where they let it sit and get stronger. The more time it sits in a dark place, it gets stronger. The wine gets, goes from grapes to wine, that sort of thing. It's kind of the same principle when it comes to maturation as far as fragrances. Before I get really into with the video, I just want to, I have a little, I don't know, maybe it's me, but I really think some of these clone houses, you're going to have to let them sit for a while for it to get the full wearing, because I've noticed myself, I've heard it from Goldie, a few more people. Some of my subscribers even said that, when they first got especially a clone, it just didn't smell right. And I have, you can't really see it in the background, but I have a clone of Parfums de Marly Carlisle. It's called Cassius, that really smells, it smells 90, I would say like 92% of Carlisle, but it just doesn't last long. I mean, it smells just almost identical to it, but I spray it heavy, just doesn't last. And I remember hearing Goldie talk about how he had to put one sit for a little bit and come back to it. And I heard one of my newest subscribers said the same thing, how the fragrance changed in a couple weeks. So that may be how they get these fragrances to be a little cheaper, where a name brand, they take the time and the process goes through and it has that power. I've noticed some of my fragrances, especially my clones, like Club de Nuit. When I first got it, it was it was a vintage but the opening was really lemon. Now it smells just like the opening of a vintage, and I've had that for some years. So it may be how they cut a corner to, lower the price so it's affordable for people. I understand. That leads me into the maturation process. I have 2 today in my collection that are really maturated, and it's the 2 I have are these. They're already, one of them's really strong, but this now it is potent. The first one I'm gonna bring to you is By the Fireplace. If you go to your local Sephora, it's almost, the juice is not this dark. It's dark. It's a little darker than Jazz Club, but it is not this dark. And I've had this, as you see, it's kind of it's been up there a while, y'all. But it is super strong. I usually, when I first bought this years ago, I could do 3 or 4 sprays, maybe 5, and be good. Now it's 3 at the max, because this thing it projects. You see the color of the juice is really dark. And recently I went in Sephora to should have took a picture of it, but to compare the juice of mine and a fresh bottle of it, and it is light like Jazz Club. This is an example of what I mean by the maturation process. The juice gets darker. The other one I have, I've had this for a while too. I think I bought this right when the initial release of it, because I smelled it in Sephora and I was like, man. But it is L'Homme by YSL. It's usually light yellow, kind of like my t-shirt I have here, but now it is dark. It's almost the color of like Jazz Club or any dark fragrance. But back when I bought it, if you have this fragrance, it's usually really light. Nice fragrance. It is strong. It is very strong. Just kind of holding on to it because I like it. I wish I could find a whole bottle of this, like, you know, with this. But I know YSL makes the Intense and the EDP. But, you know, it's just a little... That's what the maturation process looks like. It was light. Very light. I think, you know, sometimes, especially with the clones, I've heard Goldie and myself, and like I said before, other fragrance reviewers, just, you know, sometimes you got to put it on the bench and like let it do its thing and come back to it in, you know, a month. Or for me, I have one that I got recently that I smelled it. Not gonna tell you what it is, but it's a clone. But it just, I'm gonna let it sit and see if it changes by next fall. It's a fall scent. And that Cash is one I mentioned earlier too. I really like it. When I spray it, I really like it. It just doesn't last. And I'm gonna check, you know, when it maybe about September and see what I got and see what it smells like, you know, then. That's the end of this dry down episode. It was a little longer than usual, but I just, you know, if you new to this fragrance world, just if you hear us reviewers say maturation, that means it is going through a change. That's what it means in a sense. That is the end of this video. I'd like to thank my new subscribers again. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. If you have some fragrances that changed, you know, when you bought them, put them in the comments below. I'll respond to everything. Until next time, y'all. Peace.